Welcome back, you guys, to Not Always Peachy Podcast. Today I have a special guest with me, Allie.
Hi!
Savannah is out of town, so you get 2 episodes in a row with me and a guest, which is fun. Allie actually just started her very own podcast.
I did. Yeah. I did. It's called the New Stylist Network. It's on Spotify. Go give it a listen.
You made me feel self-conscious about my podcast because I was like, she looks so profesh.
What?
Yeah, your little photo shoot. I was like, okay, I need to get a photo shoot.
Okay, but I don't have, like, the video set up and everything.
Okay, but honestly...
And mine's more like business. Like, yours is fun. I wish I had a fun podcast.
You can still make it fun.
Like, mine's more like how to be a boss.
Yeah, how to be a boss.
Industry, you know
so if you're a hairstylist
so,
and a new hairstylist, you should listen to Allie's podcast.
Yes, I listen.
I was thinking on the way over here how we even met, which honestly, okay, so
I was thinking that too.
You used to work in an old hair salon in town, and I used to go there, but we never even talked to each other when we were there.
No.
Like, because you weren't the one doing my hair.
No.
So did I just make an appointment one day?
You just made an appointment and you walked in, and I was like, I know you.
Best
I also followed you on Instagram before. I sure did.
Follow. Yeah, I think that you like started posting that you're opening your own salon, which is so cute. And then I came, and then we kind of just hit it off.
Yeah, we just like clicked.
And now I basically run the salon.
Yeah, basically.
Honestly,
works here.
Every time I come, I feel like I hang out more than like I get a service. And I feel like I'm just like hanging with the girls. Because Savannah said the other day, she's like, did you just go there to like hang out? And I was like, no. I was getting layers in my hair. But I did hang out.
She literally texted me the other day and was like, so I have an idea. Can I just like come bartend one day?
Yeah. Because I was like, I love hanging out at her salon. Yeah. It's so fun. It doesn't feel, I was going to say feel like work. Obviously, I'm not working. I'm coming to get a service. But I feel like I'm just like part of the work fam.
Right, which I love.
Yeah. We were eating lunch one day in her break room. And she was doing my extensions, which I don't have anymore. Sad.
Tear.
But her receptionist came and was like, hey, this lady wants to get her hair done at like 3:45, and it was already like 3:20, and we weren't even halfway done. And Allie was like, I don't think I can do that. And then she came back and she's like, it's not a color, it's just haircut. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. Like,
oh yeah, she can do that.
She can do that.
She can do that.
And then looked
so confidently.
So confident. Like I was the one doing the hair. I was like, yeah, no problem. Like she can do it.
And the best part was like you were sitting in the break room eating lunch with me in the break room.
No one does that. No one. But
yeah, so basically she works.
Yeah, basically I work here. If anything ever fails in my business, like
you have a job.
Sign me up. Like I'll use the phone, I'll sweep the floor, and hey, I'll bartend.
I love that.
Yeah, like if you want to bartend for an event, I will. I'll just come hang out.
I'm telling you, you should.
Yeah, I will.
Grab a drink and have a laugh.
I'm funny. That was my slogan. I was like, let me pitch this idea to you. What do you think if I come bartend at one of your events? Like, I'm funny, so have a laugh, get a drink.
I love it.
I feel like it should be pasted on the wall.
We should. Right here.
Tease it to Jesus. Get a laugh. Have
what
a drink.
Else is the other one that you said?
Tease I can't remember. To Jesus.
We filmed a reel. I can't even remember what it was for. Products. I think it was a product reel.
It was for Mother's Day. We were doing Mother's Day. That's right. Yes. She was doing Mother's Day baskets.
Yeah.
I always pitch ideas for her business, and she always pitches ideas for my business. So I was like, you should do like one for each kind of mom. Mm-hmm. And we're like, okay, what kind of moms are there?
It was like Adam Sandler.
The Adam Sandler mom.
Tease It to Jesus.
Yep.
What was the other one?
The Stanley mom.
Stanley mom.
That's like the basic mom with the Stanley cup. Who's wearing like the Amazon free people for sure. And then the millennial moms, which were like us, who were like cool and funky.
Cool.
And like, no Stanley, just the Hydro Jug. Shout out to Hydro Jug.
I need one.
I just ordered some for the store.
Well, I guess I'll be shopping
so much because yeah, it doesn't spill.
That's a miracle.
And straw, so like
I love.
Win. And the colors are cute.
I was about to say the colors really cute.
Yeah. I don't smoke a pack a day, I swear. I just have like a sinus infection, and I feel like you should have.
I was like, where are we going with this?
I just realized like my voice sounds so weird, and you should have heard me Saturday. My voice is so scratchy. I sounded like, sorry if your name's Tammy, but I sounded like my name was Tammy, and I smoked 3 packs a day, and maybe like was a lot lizard as my side job because it was like. It was so bad. It was really
Those
ratchet.
are the worst. Sinus infections are absolutely the worst.
They really are, so please excuse my voice. But I wanted to bring Allie on the podcast because we're always talking about like crazy stories that people tell her. I mean, hairstylist or therapist.
Okay, so like the crazy stories I have, it's either people have told me or this actually happened. It's I don't think I've told you this first one. I don't know if I've told you the first 2.
Okay,
so
I love it because I'm like, I always say like I want to work in the hospital or be a police officer, but
yeah, because you can hear.
I just nosy. That's it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Just,
I mean, honestly, just come bartend and then you can hear everything.
Thank you.
Yeah,
like
that's what's gonna happen.
Window, serving window right here.
Drive through. We have a pickup order.
Pickup order for lane 3. Your margarita's ready. There you go.
Yeah,
Margaritas
perfect.
and mains.
Oh my god. Done. Look at you.
Megan margaritas while you get your mains done.
Shut up.
We're done.
So good.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So good. Okay,
People
so
start flying in out of state to get their hair done here.
No, seriously. Yeah, I love that. Marketing. Okay, so this first one, I was working at another salon, the salon you met me at.
Yeah.
And I had the craziest clients at that salon. I don't really know why. I don't know what kind of vibes were
it was
out
giving
there.
off.
I don't know. But I had
here for it.
I had the craziest clients. So this one client calls in and she's like, hey, I have like a really bad rat's nest in the back of my hair. Like I really need this chopped off or like taken care of. And the receptionist was like,
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. No, it gets worse. Yeah, it gets worse.
Like you can't brush
You
that out
couldn't
at
get
home?
that. You couldn't get that out.
Condition.
And the reasoning for the rat's nest, like you really couldn't do that on your own. Like, anyway.
Do you charge for that? Like,
oh yeah, I charged a full haircut. I'm like,
okay, I'm assuming you have to cut it
yeah,
out.
I cut it
Okay.
out, yeah.
Okay.
So, oh my god. So, she comes in and it's like a woman in her like 30s.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And they sit down and I'm like, I'm like searching through her hair, like where's this rat's nest? It was like right in the back of her head, right here. And this rat's nest was like this big.
Baby girl. Like,
huge.
You brush.
Huge. And I was like, oh, and so I'm putting conditioner on it and I'm like slowly combing it, like trying to get it out. And I'm probably there for like 5-10 minutes trying to do that. And finally I give up. I'm like, I'm just going to have to cut this out. And she goes, yeah, I figured you were going to have to cut it out. So I said, how did you...
Yeah, like what was her explanation for how she had this in her hair?
Oh my god, this is the worst. This is the worst. Okay. So she tells me this big long like breakup story. I don't even recall like why or what, how they broke up.
I like maybe have a feeling where this is going, but I'm afraid.
She said that they got back together.
Is that breakup? Is that explicit?
And they stayed in bed for 3 days.
What?
Yep. She said I didn't even have time to brush my hair. I was like, okay, that's...
Ma'am, lay a comb on the nightstand.
Like, please don't tell me this. I am like cutting it out. It's in my hand, and I'm
so you're cutting sex hair.
Yes. Yes.
And who knows what's in that?
Yes.
Oh my!
I tried to find a video or a picture of it last night because I'm telling you, the mat was like, it was like matted. It wasn't a rat's nest. She was like being very, like, it was a mat. It was matted, like this big.
First of all, 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days in bed.
Yeah. Supposedly.
How'd she walk into the
room?
I am appalled.
Isn't that disgusting?
Immediately, I'd be like,
I literally, like, washing my hands so much,
Does
and then I even like
clean
put
person. Oh no, so what?
So and then I put hair bleach on my hands, and I was just like, please burn the skin off.
The nerve.
Burn the skin off.
I'm not I'm not mad at
me?
it because like it gives us a story.
A great story. But why
like,
would you tell me? Come up with any excuse.
Yeah, I would just be like, I slept wrong and like my hair is
I had surgery.
Something.
I don't know. Something.
I was sick and like I've been in bed all week and like.
But like, why would you? She gave me the whole background story of like how they broke up, how they got back together, like.
I hope that's all she gave you because I was like, ma'am, I don't need to know the details of your 3 days.
I don't even remember. I think I blocked most. See, that's my problem. I block most of the like traumatic stories out.
Do you like go home to your husband and be like, listen to what happened today? Because I would. I'd be like, everyone at the table sit down.
Daniel knows all the tea, all the.
He probably loves it.
Eats it up.
I love when boys are like, girls are so much drama, but then
yeah.
like, they were like,
eat it up. Yeah. I used to call my friend Olivia that I used to work with. And I would call her and he's like, oh my God, is that Olivia on the phone? Well, put on speaker. Because he knew every single time we would talk about it.
I'm here for that.
It was.
Honestly, Blake calls me with a tea too.
Like
he'll call me and he'll be like, guess what?
Yeah,
and I'm like, spill it. I love it. And then he'll be like, girls are so much drama. I'm like,
boys are just as much drama.
No,
boys are just as much
boys
drama.
are the drama.
If you ever worked with a bunch of, they all work with like a bunch of guys, and he's like, oh yeah, he's mad because he got a raise and this, that, and the other.
Yes, that's my life every day because when I'm at the warehouse doing inventory, it's all the boys that work at the gun range. And I just hear them. And first of all, I love...
he doesn't even do his job, Brian.
Yes, I love that I'm with him because they are hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
So funny. Like, so one of the guys he's so freaking funny. And doesn't even, like, mean to be, you know? Yeah. That's just his personality. So one of the guys got a speeding ticket. And he was, like, pissed off. He got 2 speeding tickets, like, one going in and one going out. So he's really mad. He's, like, cussing the lady out on the phone. And we're like, why are you mad at her? Like, she wasn't the one speeding it. It's your fault. You got a speeding ticket. And he hangs up and he's like, she can eat a bag of dicks. And the guy that works for Blake, being so funny the way he is, he's like, well, maybe with your payment now she can afford to do so. And I was rolling laughing because he was dead serious and it was hilarious.
Oh,
I was like, he's
my
like, she
God.
can eat a bag of dicks. He's like, oh, with your payment she can afford to do so.
I would love to just be a fly on the
funny.
wall. That would be so fun. Mm-hmm. That would be fun.
I love it.
I always wonder, like, what do they talk about during the day? Like, what do guys talk about compared to like women?
Well, last week, apparently they have like the TV up in the shop. And a girl had on, remember when I came and got my haircut, I had that little onesie on, the little,
yeah.
So this is the same day. I walk in and Blake goes, oh my God, you have to go over there. You have to go over there to show Jared what you're wearing. And I was like, why? And he's like, because a girl was on TV and she had one of those. And he was like, what the is she wearing? Like, who even wears those? And he was like, dude, literally every girl wears those. And he's like, no, they don't. Like, that's like 80s. Nobody wears that. And when I walked in, he was like, you have to go over there. And I went in there, and he's like, literally, Megan's wearing one right now. And he was like, oh. And I was like, heard you talking about my outfit. And
you like it?
He's like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I didn't know people wore that.
Backtrack.
Yeah,
backtrack. Reverse.
And I was like, I think you're jealous and you want me to get you one.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's what it is. I was like, he was like,
I can see if it comes in your size.
Yeah, I was like, I can get you a pink one if you want. I said, not white, though. You're a little too pale for it. Really wash you out. And he was like, yeah, I was thinking maybe like I'm more of a gray guy.
Gray.
And I was like, got it. Gray it is. Gray. So, yeah, they're funny. They're fun to be around.
That's so funny.
So, I'm sure it would be a nice, like, different scene than working with girls all the time. Yeah. Because I don't know how you do that.
It's
it'd be like drama.
I mean, really, we try to, like, keep the drama at bay. I feel like we're all really close and, like, I hate to say it like this, but we're kind of like a family. Every time I
but that's so good, though.
But it's so true.
I'm sure it's different though, owning your salon and then like you have been like working in the salons before you owned one, and I'm
so
sure like
different.
that was probably a lot of drama at other places that you've worked.
Oh yeah, it's so different because it's like I create this culture,
right?
So
you kind of create
if I don't like the way that somebody speaks to somebody or the way like I can pull them in and be like, hey, like you can't do this.
It's so hard.
It's so hard, especially when you are.
We talk about this all the time. Like if I have like something wrong, like I'll go to Allie, and then Allie also does the same to me because like
Megan,
we're both young, we both are moms, we're both small business owners, so like we get it.
Yeah.
And so like we kind of confide in each other for that. And then like when she has this, if I have a problem, like I feel like I need to say something to somebody, and I'm too afraid to do it. She's like, you just gotta like boss up and do it. And I'm like, because so many people when you own they like, I don't know, you become friends with them because you're so
well, you work with them every single day. You see them all the time.
Yeah.
You see
and I
them
think our personalities are very like,
laid
let's
back,
be besties.
Yeah.
But then like they walk the fine line of like friendship and also being your boss, and it's so hard because like where do you
draw the line?
Yeah, where do you draw the line of
100%.
like, hey, I'm your friend, but also I'm your boss, and like don't start slacking just because I'm nice to you.
Yeah.
Because I can get mean, I don't want to, but and I'm scared to.
I just hate, it's such an awkward conversation when you have to, I mean, you have to do it though. Like,
well, I think now, like, sometimes when I get hesitant, it's because people just leave.
Yeah.
Like, there is no, like, hey, this is what you did, this is what we need to fix it, don't forget, like, I'm your friend, but also your boss, and now it's just like, okay, bye.
I figured out the best way to do it is sandwich it. Have you ever heard of that?
I thought you were going to say sandwiches, like we're going to have a meeting over sandwiches. I was like, huh, never tried that one
Subway!
Well, pop subs, here we come. Like,
every time.
I got you a sandwich.
Every time.
Sit down.
Pop sub delivers. They're like,
oh,
no.
who's getting the sandwich today? Yeah, honestly, not a bad idea. But keep it up, and a sandwich order is going to be walking through that door, and it's going to be from one of you.
Could you imagine? Oh my God.
Inside on the like wrapper, you write all the things on there that they did wrong.
So today.
And you open your sandwich and like, oh my God, here's all the list of things they did wrong. I got a sandwich.
Oh, that would be bad.
I like that.
I actually kind of like it. Yeah. Maybe I'll use that one.
So
no, I mean like sandwich, like compliment the hard stuff, nothing compliment.
You have to, yeah. You have to be like, you're doing a great job.
This is
all the things you're doing wrong.
This is what we need to take care of.
But still,
you're the best employee.
You're doing great, honey.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Because it like, kind of softens the blow, and it doesn't feel like
you're coming down on them.
You're coming down on them.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I like want Blake to do it because I've seen him get like angry at employees, and it's not pretty. And like
I've never met Blake, and all I can I know not one time.
It's weird.
Isn't that so strange?
Yeah. Well, I've never met Daniel.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I have though.
I feel like every time we like hang out, it's just like for the girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is.
Like we're always just.
I'm always
for
with
the
him,
girls.
so yeah. Like we work together, live together.
Yeah.
Hang out together.
Must be exhausting.
So exhausting. And like we go to church together, gym together, we're literally together all the time.
I could not do that. I don't know how.
It's when we're at work together, he's in his office
separate.
and I'm in the back. Yeah.
He puts you in the back?
Okay, all his employees are so concerned about me. It's literally the sweetest thing I've ever seen in my entire life because I'm in the warehouse all day. There's no air conditioning. There's no heat in the winter. So in the winter, I have mittens on, typing on my computer with a little heater because it's so cold back there. And in the summer, I'm literally drenched. I sent my mom a video last week. I had like sweat pouring down my face.
And he's like, "You're okay."
Yeah, and all the guys are like, I can't believe your husband has you back here in the sweatshop. Like, do you want a fan? Like, they're, like, bringing me fans and all this stuff. And I'm like, I give him a hard time. Like, your employees care more about me than you do. And he's like, you're fine. Like, he'll, like, jokingly, you know. And he'll be like, you can come to my office. I'm like, it's too much to, like, carry all the printers,
I also just don't want to be
yeah, also, like,
by you.
Sometimes, like, if I am in the office, they pop their head and they're like, sorry for what we just said. And I'm like, I'm literally not listening to you. And it's nothing I have not heard before.
So, okay. My question to you. So, do you go into the office, like, every day? Like, how does that work? How does your work schedule work?
Okay.
I've never asked you this, but I'm kind of curious.
Right now it's so hectic because we're selling our house.
Okay. Yeah.
And Millie's at home from school. So let's say today was wake up, madman clean the house, like make sure everything is
spotless.
Perfect. Literally perfect, which has been so hard to like keep up because I have kids who still live there. Yeah. Somebody left a note on our like open house, like maybe put the kids' toys away because they have a playroom that's like also a formal dining room, and like this is the cleanest playroom you'll probably ever see. Like we still live here. Besides the point.
That's so rude.
Yeah.
That's so rude.
It really was. So I do that. I get myself ready. I get Millie ready. She gets her little snacks. And then we rush out the door because they were coming in 11:15. So I felt like cram.
Right.
Go to work. I will take her into my mother-in-law's office, get all her stuff set up so she can hang out in there. And then I go into our back warehouse. I'm literally back there all day long till... I'll usually work 10 to 3. I log in all of the inventory for Southern Roots Monroe, Southern Roots Covington, and Peachy Keen.
That's so crazy.
It's so crazy. I'll like eat lunch when I can. If I don't bring lunch, we're usually getting Chick-fil-A, and then I leave at 3, go home, change for the gym, go to the gym at 4:30, go get my son, go home, make dinner, bath, bedtime, and then I feel like I look forward to like getting into bed at the end of the day because I'm like, oh my god.
Me too.
Wow, I can relax.
Me too.
So that's
the best.
Literally my day, every day. And then it's like, if I'm not doing inventory, I'm trying to create content for the store or planning a photo shoot. It's a lot.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
I hate doing content.
I do too.
I hate it and I love it.
I love and hate it. I used to like really love it and be like, oh my god, I want to do a photo shoot, this, and this. But now I'm like, I've been doing this since 2015 with Roots. Yeah, I'm like photo shoot out.
Although the last photo shoot,
it was fun. The
so
vibes
fun.
were high.
The vibes were high. It was a fun photo shoot.
Yeah, I really liked the theme.
It was so stinking cute. Yeah, the theme was like.
I just wanted to do something different. I was like, everyone does the football field. Cute little girly pop. I'm not a cute little girly pop.
Yes, you are.
But we're like ratchet though. Like, you know.
Like maybe a tad.
There's like the cute little girly pops that are like sorority girly pops that are going to the tailgate. And I'm like, I want to be in the filth.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I want to be playing beer pong with the boys.
If it was a Saturday game day, I would be.
Yeah. Inside, I feel like I have boyish tendencies. Like, if it was acceptable for like the girl to jump off the chair and like slam onto the beer pong table, but yeah, I would probably do it. But people's like,
you know what? I was listening to your podcast and you were talking about like how you're a tomboy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love that. Oh, and me and Savannah were talking about how that you take Millie and go hunting, and I think that's the cutest.
I do. We do go hunt together.
That's the cutest thing because I'm so not like that.
I think it like that's in because when I was growing up, the only like neighbor to play with was the boy across the street, and we always had to play football or cops and robbers, or we had like a bicycle wash. Like I was never playing girly things, but Millie is the same way. She's a Barbie dream house. She never touches it. She never plays with anything girly. Like she's like, can I watch Spider-Man and Batman? I'm like,
sure, queen.
Okay, pop off this. But then she's like, I want to watch the Lizzie McGuire. And so she'll watch like girly things, but like, for example, we took her to Target and she wanted this little boogie board thing, and I was like, oh my god, cute! They have Gabby Dollhouse and like really cute Paw Patrol. She's like, I'll take the Batman one. I was like, you don't want this really cute
pink
and purple Gabby Dollhouse? She's like, nah. I'm like,
give me the
no,
Batman.
baby, you or me. It is weird.
That is so
like
funny.
I can be girly, but I've always, this is gonna sound so like cliche. I love hanging out with guys more than I do girls. And it's not like, you know how people are like, oh, she's a pick-me girl.
Yeah.
I hang out with the boys.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, they're more fun.
They are fun.
They're fun.
They
like,
are fun.
See,
I always have brothers. So, like...
It's like when we used
fun.
to... This is so redneck of me. I was a ratchet queen. And would go to Mudfest. And so, like, half the girls would come and be, like, cutie girls.
Yeah. Yeah, like short shorts. Like
short shorts. Like, we all wear short shorts and boots and stuff, but, like, we're at Mudfest. What you do is, like, go ride your four-wheelers in the mud and, like, hang out. And they'd be like, I'm just going to stay by the truck and look pretty. And me and my friend would, like, we would hop on the four-wheel with the boys and, like, hit the trails. We were coming back, like, smother covered.
Yeah, see, like, things. Okay, I can do that. Like, I'm so down for that.
Like, I didn't come here to look pretty. I came here to have fun. Like, the boys are having fun. I want to have fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to...
My husband wants me to go hunting with him all the time. And I'm like...
It's so nice. Think of it this way. I would go... I've been going since I was little. But now being a mom, like, think about, like, just going. Even if you don't want to kill anything, you want to tell your husband you want to go by yourself. That's 3 or 5 hours of silence. No one's bothering you. No one's talking to you. You're just outside in your little blind. Quiet.
That does kind of seem nice.
It's so nice.
It does kind of
I'm like, nice. Gotta go on the early hunt, see you in 5 hours. Like, yeah.
And they don't complain. No. I'm sure they don't complain.
No, because, like,
yeah, my girl hunts.
My girl hunts. Yeah. Yeah. You should do it.
I should probably do that.
Yeah. Even if
but he bird hunts, so it's so different.
Yeah, that is different. Yeah.
He's like, hey, you want to go duck hunting with me? I'm like,
okay, so I have not been duck hunting yet, but I have, like, brand new waders and everything, and brand new shotgun, like, just waiting on me. The problem is you have to wake up at, like, 5 a.m. to go, and I don't have anyone to stay at home with my children. And he's like, well, just ask your mom to spend the night. I'm like, I don't really want to be like, Mom.
Can you spend the night so I
can get kill some birds?
Yeah.
But I just want the war paint, honestly. I just want to go about...
Just to take some cute pictures.
Literally, take my pic.
Here, I'm about to
give me about a tree.
Take a pic.
Literally.
That would be me.
Every time we shoot skeet, I'm like, get my pic.
Somebody.
Did you get my picture shooting skeet? Did you get me? I just crushed that clay. Did you get it?
Did you get it?
Yeah. And he's like, it's not a photo shoot. I'm like,
see, that would
kind of is. Kind of is. I'm like, how about the boys that you watch on your hunting show? And they're like, crying. They literally cried.
Oh my God, I think of the Luke Bryan.
Is it down?
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 He's down.
I just can't imagine, like, that kind of...
We have to watch hunting every night, and this is me. I'm like,
me too.
This is so ridiculous. I'm like, can we change this? And Blake's like, I have to see what happens. I'm like, they're either going to kill her or they're not. There's not a plot twist here, nothing.
I don't get that obsession either. Like, why are we watching it? Like, I can see maybe hunting would be a fun thing. Yeah. But, like,
they're men influencers. Yeah. They're influencers.
They really
for
are.
Hunting.
They are.
Yeah. Like today, I am spraying my field with 40 WD, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, they're selling your products. They're influencers.
It's so funny. Yeah. Daniel will be like, yeah, I just got this new hunting vest. I'm like, okay, how much you spend on it?
You drop the money.
You better not complain if I want to go get filler Botox.
I'm sorry, yeah. Does he wear Sitka?
Yes.
Blake's like, sick it out. Which he does buy me stuff.
Daniel buys the most bougie. Like, he has to get the
It's going to be top of the top.
Line
Blake
stuff.
has Sitka luggage.
Okay. That's bougie.
He bougie.
Daniel doesn't go anywhere, so he doesn't have luggage.
Yeah, we got the Sitka luggage.
That is so funny.
The kids have Sitka outfits.
Shut up.
I have Sitka outfits.
Oh, yeah, Daniel's already... Oh, my God, he wants to buy Parker a lifetime hunting license already. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
Which, I mean, I'm kind of okay with it. He's a boy, so, like, I know he's probably going to do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. As long as I don't have to.
Yeah, I could. Honestly, when they start going, and, like, you'll just be mommy up.
Yeah, mom, just...
Peace.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys don't have a hunting trip?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
right now I'm not for it, because Blake will be like, yeah, they wanted to go somewhere. Where was it? Some kind of hunt that's, like, out of state, and I don't remember what it was for. But it's like a 7-day hunt, and, like, you basically have to prep and train for it because you're, like, camping in the wilderness. And I was like, if you think for 1 minute, baby boy, you're leaving me at home for 7 days with a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and my 1-year-old has balls to the wall. Yeah.
Like, you have to take the kids if you're going to do that.
I was like, I totally don't mind you going on the hunt, but like, let's do it when they're like a little bit older.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my son is a lot.
Oh yeah.
He a lot.
Oh yeah. I can't.
So I'm like,
imagine.
yeah, I might
Parker's
not be here
getting
when
to
you
that
come back
stage where
home.
he's a lot now.
Yeah.
Like, and but the thing with this is like, he'll crawl, but he hasn't figured out his balance, so he'll just be tumbling over.
That was Bridger, but I'm like,
Oh my god.
his head's big, so he's fine.
Yeah, I mean he's fine.
Bridger be
He's fine.
banging it all over the place, but he wouldn't cry. I'm like, are you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
Good?
He might
like
cry
not on
a
his
little
head.
bit.
I'm like, you good?
You okay? He might cry a little bit, but then he'll just like
Bridger would go,
distract himself. Yeah.
And then he's done.
And then he'll distract himself from something. Okay.
Boys will be boys.
Yep.
We just got all the way off topic.
I know, we really
But I like it.
Me too. The conversation's just flowing. Okay, so
this is
I
what
guess
happens when I get my hair done.
Yeah, this is
This is it.
essentially
Which is why I like to get my hair done. And like,
conversations we have.
And like, what else do we need to do to my head?
I'm like, oh yeah, we should probably do this. And,
Yeah.
Anyway, okay,
so the crazy lady, her 3 days in bed. That was wild.
That was one. This is okay.
This is like disturbing. That was disturbing.
Most of mine are disturbing.
I'm here for it.
Okay.
Bring on the
Okay,
film.
this one's wild.
We're like,
Let me just
get situated.
get comfy. Okay, so this is at the same salon. Told you, there's been a lot of crazies. I don't know. Anyway, another walk-in situation. Okay, in my
Just to preface, this salon is not her salon that she's talking about.
No, this is a different salon I used to work at. I had a color correction in my chair, and this client walks in and says that she needs a haircut and how much is it? And I can hear her over the entire salon, like talk to the receptionist. And the reception, everybody was busy except for me. I had like a little gap in between my days, so she was like, if you come back at whatever time, she can get you in. She said, okay. She said, you can walk around the square, or, you can just have a seat.
Walk around the square.
Whatever like go get a coffee or something.
Yeah.
It's going to be like an hour. She decided to sit in the waiting area.
Nice.
As I'm finishing up, like I can still hear her say, like, how much is the haircut? And then she'll tell her again. It's like, oh, okay, I got that. And then goes and sits back down. Like, that happened like 3 or 4 times. And I can hear her. And
I feel like we've already told you how much the haircut is.
Oh my god, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
This is going to be crazy. So, I finally get done with my color correction, and I go and grab her. I immediately go to the shampoo bowl. I start shampooing her, and then I take her back to my chair. And I had to like shampoo her a couple times, which, whatever. I bring her back to my chair, and I'm combing. And as I'm combing, I'm like, oh my god, there's lice in her hair. And I say, give me just a second. So I like put down my comb, and Olivia's there, and I'm like, Olivia, come to the back, come to the back, come to the back. And she comes to the back. I have never experienced any client with lice besides this one thing. And
I've never seen like lice on people's heads. So it's like you comb and you like see them running around, or what?
Well, okay, so you typically see like the eggs.
Yeah.
Because they're white.
Yeah.
So I saw an egg, and I was like, is that lice or is that dandruff? Is that lice or is that dandruff? And so I kind of kept combing, and I kind of could see like little lice. But I was like, am I tripping here? Like,
yeah. I had lice when I was little, but like I didn't see my own head. So like,
which, okay, interesting fact, lice actually goes to clean hair.
Yeah.
And not dirty hair. You would think the opposite. Anyway.
I was extra clean.
Just a little tidbit.
Just a tidbit. I was extra clean when I was little. Still am.
Yeah.
But I don't have lice. I'm clean, but I don't have lice. So I'm preference that.
Yeah, you better say that. And you'll probably honestly have it again because we have children.
I would die.
We have children, so they're gonna come home with it eventually.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Please don't.
So I go to the back, and I'm like, Olivia, I need you to go look at her hair and tell me if this is lice or am I tripping? Like, I can't tell. I'm kind of freaking out. So she kind of like, it's so awkward, but she kind of like walks up to her and she's just like, kind of checks. I don't even know. I think she just combed her hair. She's like, Allie's busy. So, oh, she's back. So let me go. I don't know. We go to the back. She makes up an excuse to like look at her hair.
Yeah.
And come back. And she's like, definitely lice. I'm like, okay, so what do I do?
What do we do?
We have to stop all services.
Yeah.
Like, we can't.
Obviously
Can't finish the service. Yeah, because everybody else in the salon would have lice if we continued. So, we finally decide that we both were going to be the one to tell her, but we were going to
you're not telling her. You're yeah.
We walk her up front so that way it's not like making a big scene in front of other clients because I don't want to embarrass her. Like that's
or other people would be like,
nothing like that's
you can't
embarrassing, but like So we walk her to the front. And she has her cape on at this point.
Really, hey, like to the front.
Yeah. And she's like, I said, actually Olivia was the one who said it. She said, ma'am, you have lice. And she looks at her and says, you are not calling the cops on me again. And rips her cape off. Walks out of the salon and gives us the middle finger as she's walking out. The story's not over either.
You're like, we were gonna arrest the lice.
We were like, me and Olivia sat there like,
but is she
in shock? So
obviously she wasn't right.
Yeah, this is where the story it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
She definitely wasn't right, but so story's not over.
Oh my god.
So
she said, not today.
Not today. I think it was actually the very end of my day, so I start grabbing all my stuff and I start throwing it away.
Yeah.
So, and Olivia's like, you can sanitize all that. I'm like,
not worth it.
It's a wet brush and comb. So I think I'll be okay. I didn't even get to cut her hair, so. So anyway, I start throwing stuff away and I'm like cleaning up my area and like doing my thing. And I think Olivia was the only one with the client. Like all the rest of the style was kind of like finish up and head out. And Olivia just gets this weird feeling. She says, I think she's going to come back. I'm like, what? She's not going to come back. She'd be crazy if she came back. Yeah. She runs up front and locks the door. And then next thing we know, we see this lady come back and she's banging on the door. Her hands are in her pocket.
Oh, heck no.
And she's banging on the door. And we're like, we all hid. The receptionist, Olivia and her client. We went to the back room and she's like finishing up curling her client.
I literally went, don't do
We were all like, no, we're not going to mess with this. So we end up calling.
I can't even function when someone is like dropping like if Amazon's about to come to my porch, I'm like, ooh, hide.
Yeah, no, same.
So like I would not be good in that situation. I would be like crawling across the floor.
No, we all run to the back. And we're all hiding. Somebody calls the cops. Because we're freaking out.
Yeah, you're like, we weren't going to call the cops on you, but now we are. Now we have
because,
to.
What do you want to come back? Yeah, and, she was gone for, 10 minutes and came back. So then, cops come. And we kind of give them a description. We have her name and number because of booking an appointment.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we know who this is. And we're like, okay, who is this? And apparently she hangs out downtown.
Uh-huh.
So if you ever see her.
Oh, I probably have.
She lives downtown. Down the street.
Uh-huh.
And she stops taking her medication. So every time they have to, pick her up, drive her to the hospital, drop her off.
Take your medicine.
Yeah. So, it was fine. She was harmless. She wasn't going to do anything.
Did they ever say what she had in their pocket?
No, they didn't. They
just
didn't see
a hand.
her. Yeah, probably was just a hand, but... Oh, I think she ended up talking to them. And she just wanted us to take a picture of the back of her head.
I'm like,
to
girl,
see
you
the
didn't have to
lice.
bang on a window like that and put your hands in your pocket.
To see the lice. I'm like, do you not believe me?
That probably would have made her freak out more, though, if she would have saw it.
Yeah. She was a little schizophrenic.
We've had people in our store come in before that are like whacked out.
It's probably the same lady.
Whacked out.
They said that she does it a lot, like at all the stores.
I used to have one lady that would like come in and curse and scream and like be so loud.
Yes, that's probably her.
And then I had another lady who came in who she would always say that she's a witch and like voodoo and like weird things and like yes, and she
I don't mess with that.
I don't either, and she like made these hats or purses and she gave one to Kayla at the time and I was like, Kayla, you better not touch that. That's some bad juju. Like would always come in and bring stuff and just like talk about how she was a witch. I'm like, not in here, baby.
Nope.
Not in here. The Lord of Jesus is in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't come across this threshold, no ma'am.
They put salt. Mm-hmm. Put some salt in the doorway, girl.
Yeah.
We always have things like that happen. No. I'm like, oh my god.
See, it was probably the lady that was like screaming and cussing because like.
Yeah, she was.
She
so
was
loud. I haven't seen her in a long time.
I haven't seen her since this happened. Yeah. So, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that it might be a short episode because I am still halfway in my work day and Allie has a sitter, and so we're like super on a time crunch. So we have time for like one more story.
Okay. So this one is really gross. Just prefacing that. Okay.
If you have like a weak stomach,
do not listen. Do not listen. Okay, so I have a client that's an EMT or EMS. I don't know which one. I don't know.
What a job.
Yeah.
My mom works at the hospital and I'm like, tell me everything. Even though half the stuff she tells me is really sad. Like,
yeah, most of
the people we have that like come into the hospital, she said over here, like just because they want something to eat and a place to sleep, and they had like someone, my mom didn't tell me this, someone else told me this, but they had like a kid in there that was in there for like 5 days and like their parents never came to see them.
That's
awful. So sad. Yeah, like stuff like that all the time.
No, I mean, and I have like nurse clients
so
and nurse, and it's like really sad.
I want to think of a way that we can make like care bags of like food and stuff to like they have at the hospital, so like when they have people that come in that just want something to eat, they can just be like, here's the bag. Like,
we should do that.
Yeah,
let's come up with something.
Yeah,
okay, we should do that. Nope, pinned. Okay, so she's an EMT or EMS. I don't know which one is which. I'm not.
Yeah,
whatever.
Man. Yeah, I'm like, don't hit me with the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she told me about this call that she got. And this guy calls, and he calls 911 and he says he has bugs in him.
Mm-hmm.
There's bugs all over his body, and she's like, so they meet him, and he's definitely like a homeless man, like definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and definitely kind of a crackhead too, like for sure out of his mind.
To be like that.
I don't know if it's like crackhead or schizophrenic or like what.
Just something's not right.
Something.
Probably
something ain't clicking.
Yeah.
Something ain't clicking. And they show up and they're like, okay, where are the bugs at? Like, and they're thinking like he's just
like imagining
this. Like he's like, don't you see them? And she's like, no, I don't see them. Like there's no bugs on you. And he's like, she said, well, where are the bugs? He said, down here. And she was like, huh? And he was like, look, I'll show you. And he pulls down his
I was like, where's my partner at? Because I can't look.
Pulls down his pants. And
did he have bugs?
Mm-hmm. Like maggots.
On his weenie?
Mm-hmm.
What do they do?
I don't even know. I can't even get past the story because I don't even know what they did. I don't know what they did. I think
I need a follow up.
I think they just took him to the hospital and was like, what
clean him up?
Yeah. I mean, what do you do?
I don't know.
And like,
okay,
how do they get
always thank you. That's what I was thinking about. Like, how does that form? Like,
if you think about maggots.
But I'm like, a maggot doesn't just like crawl. Like, do they crawl out of the ground and just be like, oh, you're dirty, I'm gonna cling to you? Or like, your body's so nasty that it forms a living animal?
I think what happened.
I'm like in a shell because it scares me.
I think what happened is that he probably put something in something it shouldn't be in, type of thing.
But how does that happen? I mean same
like
thing.
Trash. Like.
I thought you were talking like maybe you put it in a dirty girl, but I was like, okay, like
no.
same thing. Like where did the dirty girl get the maggots from?
No, I mean like
he put it in some trash.
So, some trash. I mean, I don't know.
An object in the trash.
An object.
No, stop.
No, I'm so serious. Because I don't know. I mean, where else are those coming from?
I don't know. That's I'm like I'm not a science queen, so I don't know. I'm like just like
she didn't ask him.
Just like.
She didn't ask him.
If you're a science queen, someone help me understand, like, does your body get so dirty that it forms a living bug?
Yeah. I don't know about that one. I don't think it's that. I think it's...
I love when my friends are in the medical field.
Me too, and they can tell me.
Yes, I think the craziest story I've ever heard was they had a psych patient, and he kept saying that there was something in his ball sack. And they're like, no, there's not. We kept ripping it open and, like, digging through it. Yeah, and they kept sewing it up, kept ripping it. So they were transferring him to, like, a medical facility for those types of patients. And on the way there, he ripped it open again. And they were trying to bring them back. And they're like, no, you can't bring him back. You got to take him to wherever he's supposed to go. Because he was, like, convinced that something was in his sack. And, like,
I think... God,
she's like, he's literally God, like, it was just laying on the table and like digging it.
Thank God, Jesus, I don't have anything that I think, like, any mental.
I've heard some things. Like, I've heard that. I've heard, like, people putting the nurses' phones at their butts.
I've heard that.
Someone had a round doorknob in their butt.
That's weird.
A trumpet.
Okay, what's up with the butt thing?
I don't know.
What's up with sticking things up
I don't know. And
I've
they say
heard that way too many times.
Yeah, they say it happens like all the time. Like people are experimenting or curious, but I'm like, out of all
Why are you experimenting with a trumpet? Like
and a doorknob.
And a doorknob. What is that?
And like the old school like round doorknobs. How's that fitting a booty hole?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
I'm like,
I don't want to know. Like, how'd you get there? How'd you get
And
there?
what made you think, I don't
what can I put?
Doorknob. Why? Like,
and why do you have a random, like, why do you have a
I don't know if
random
they unscrewed off the door or what.
On hand.
Sorry, if you see us like looking, it's because people are
always
like
walks.
walking by the salon and so like,
I think that guy goes to the gym and he always walks around here. Like every single day.
that
And you know
extra
what's so funny? The funniest thing is that this window is mirrored.
Yeah.
So people will be checking themselves out.
Okay, I tell Allie because the nail salon I go to is right beside Allie's salon. I straight up, I know they're in here, but I will not look inside her salon and wait because I can't see. So I don't know if you guys like ever see, because I usually park right there. So I never know if y'all can see me walking to my car, and I usually want to be like, hey, like wave to y'all, but I can't see inside, so I feel like an idiot. Because I don't want to just
because no one's up front or something. I know.
Yeah, like no one's up front, or that y'all might see me be like, oh, there's Megan, and like I just look like a total B word because I'm just walking to my car and snubbing you.
Okay.
But it's because I can't see.
I hate this tent.
Can I get a peephole or something?
Yeah, yeah, like one little. I hate this tent. So when they were putting it up, they were like, "Oh," I said, "I want to be for it to be tinted, but I want people to be able to see inside."
Oh, it's tinted.
And they're like, "No, you'll be able to see inside." And they were doing it at night. They were doing it at night, so I couldn't see. They're like, "Oh yeah, once the sun comes out."
On at night?
I don't know. It was kind of some kind of sketchy people. I probably should have. But I was on a budget. I was well on a budget that time.
It'd be like that. I get it.
It was like first year. Yeah, the first year struggle.
I mean, the tent, but it works for the inside. Like, you know, we're sitting in front of and we're not glaring or anything.
Well,
but I can't see inside. The sun goes
down right over there.
Yeah.
So, like during the summertime, it would be blazing hot.
Yeah, so don't think I'm being rude if you see me at the nail salon on my body. So I literally just can't see inside.
I'll just be like, hey!
Yeah, because I'm always like, oh, I want to say hey to the girls.
But I don't really see anybody, like, because most of the time I'm...
Y'all are focused.
Boiling my life away.
Is the salon as fun as it is every time when I'm not here? Like, when I come in, obviously I'm only here when I'm here, and it's always so fun. I'm like, are the vibes high like this every day?
Typically.
So nice.
Typically.
Like,
Except
what
for
a
if
great
it's
day
kind
to
of like a
work.
slow day.
I just feel like it would be fun to be you.
It's fun. It is fun. But my days are always like, because I don't have a scheduled work day that I'm fitting in. Like, if I ever have an interview, it's like in the morning or fitting it in, or
where you can
in between clients.
Because you don't know what your day is going to look like every day.
And content's kind of like, okay, y'all are bored, like, let's do some content. It's kind of like,
and they're like, I don't want to
all over the
because
place.
I'm literally just now having a break.
Yeah, all over the place. Lunch is never scheduled. Like,
that's
fun.
my thing. Like,
it's fun, but it can be like really stressful.
No, I get it.
But it's fun.
I totally get it.
Yeah, I know.
And then, like, the lunch thing really does get me because I'm like, I need to be eating, but, like,
how can I eat?
That's why I'm like, I have to do the PR nutrition or something. Otherwise,
yeah,
my only option is to eat out. I'm like, what do we have here that's like healthy? Chick-fil-A that's not super healthy, and Panera. I do love that Panera barbecue chicken sandwich.
Panera's good. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then I've heard a lot of good things about the charged lemonade, except for giving people heart attacks. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's on another podcast I was listening to that, like, the caffeine in that is, like, higher than any other, and, like, people are literally getting to the hospital. And they were talking, they're like, just imagine the people at Panera headquarters, and like, 200 milligrams? Nah, jack it up to 400. Let's get these people in the hospital.
Yeah, no,
and I was laughing so hard. I was like, why, though?
Well, okay, and I'm an actual psychopath when it comes to caffeine. It's actually so bad. I'm so highly addicted. You
love those loaded teas.
Yeah, I do.
And I have heard
they're so bad.
That they're so bad for you.
They're so bad.
Maybe you should try the stuff that I just tried.
Maybe
I'll let you know how it is.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Like, I do get a tea every now and then because sometimes you just be needing one because
I do it.
It
goes in spurts.
If I'm like lagging and I really need something, and I'm like, okay, like I know that will like give me the get up and go. I'll go grab one. But I heard like it has metal in it or something. I don't know. Not me, and funny. I'm literally about to have one at my pocket with it.
I know, literally. I feel like all of us kind of go through like spurts of it. Like, we'll either all go get a tea or we won't. Like, it goes in like
it's like
1 month.
When you do, then I feel like I have to.
Yeah,
one of those
it's like exactly. So, and I'm such a psychopath. Like, I have a coffee in the morning.
Yeah. I can't drink coffee. I love it. It kills me.
Sweet. My husband's granddad brings me coffee every morning from the gas station. It's so sweet. And my gas station coffee is actually really so good.
That's so
cute. So good. Since I gave birth to Parker, he has brought me coffee ever since. So sweet. I know. I love it.
I love old people.
And then I will finish that up. Go to Dunkin'.
2 coffees? I wouldn't be able to do a client's hair because I literally would be like, sorry, I'm in the bathroom all day long.
And then sometimes I'll go get a tea.
How are you alive? Are you alive?
I don't know.
Is your hot nut like...
I'm just like... That's how I can get double clients foil so fast.
Allie!
It's really bad.
It's not good.
I don't even know. That's probably like over 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much is in coffee.
Honestly, I don't know.
I love coffee, but it does not love me. So I can't do
coffee.
it.
I need to go back. I need to like make my coffee at home again.
I have to decide. I'm like, do you want to be bloated in your stomach, to be in pain? Like, is that how bad you want it? And then sometimes I'm like,
sad.
It's so sad.
That's so sad.
It kills me. I look like I'm pregnant if I drink coffee.
Drinking coffee every day.
Well, I'll let you know how the stuff is that I am taking.
Yeah. Please do.
I feel pretty good right now.
That's good.
But not jittery.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
When you're getting jitters. Yeah.
Is it though?
No, it's pretty good.
If I drink one of those teas, jitterbug, I'm like, let's get it done.
I know.
What do you want to do?
Okay, so now it's to the point where like I've drinking them so often that I don't get the jitters. So I'm like, this is probably really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard bad things about them, but I honestly don't know.
Me either. I'm not educated enough.
I'm not educated enough. I'm like, if you sat down and were like, yeah, it has this and this and this and that, like, I don't know what that is.
Yes,
so cool. Like
I will say the coffees like get me through the rest of my day. Does that make sense? Or not the coffees, the teas. Get me through the rest of my day because I can notice a difference if I get home after work and I don't have a tea. I'm like taking care of Parker, but then I get home.
Like, what you want to do, boy? You want to watch Blue? You want to play? Yeah, he was probably like, Mom's home. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I'm home.
We're both like, ah!
Yeah, and Daniel's like, oh my god.
What is going on?
Jeez. Yeah, that's a lot of caffeine.
Yeah, I should probably.
You should probably check up on that.
Yeah. Quit that.
I need to.
It's a little too much.
I want you to tell me how much it is this week when you find out, like, how many is in the coffee and how many is it. Because I don't know how many is over there.
I don't know.
Like 200?
Probably.
Wow. I know you have to get back to your baby. I have to get back to my baby too. Be like that. But thanks for tuning in to our little pod.
It was so fun.
Yes.
I want to do this again.
Me too. If you're local and you need to get your hair done, come to Blair Salon.
Come see me.
See Allie.
Or see any of our other stylists.
Yeah. She has some new stylists that are really great. And then say your podcast name again.
It's the New Stylist Network. It's on Spotify, and you can also follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, tell them your Instagram, where we can find you, your socials.
It's just too many. New Stylist Network on Instagram. Allie D Beauty on Instagram. Allie D Beauty on TikTok.
Perfect. And I'll tag all them.
Yeah.
I'll tag them when I post. So, see you guys. I think next week Savannah will be back.
Oh, fun.
We haven't done a podcast in a long time. Yeah. So, bye guys.
Bye.
Toodle.